Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're back here on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, and before we left last time, we'd got some information. We got all this stuff here. I want to go through and present some of these to her to think that see if she knows anything. So I want to ask you about the murder weapon. Better not ask her about that. Glass shards. Saw that too. From a light stand, yeah. Okay, remember that receipt? One with my name on it, yeah. Any idea why? I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. Just a hunch, but that detective thinks I did. Okay, phone, any more about the phone? Can you listen to my sister? Oh, she wants to listen to it again. Okay. Okay, what about this? The autopsy. Sorry, I've never seen that before. Okay. So that's all that stuff, and there's nothing more to talk about. We do need to go back to the hotel and see if we can get inside. Ooh, is she gone? Is she gone? Good morning, sir. Or afternoon, sorry. Excuse me, you are? Oh, I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment. I has come to deliver room service. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest is currently using the facility. Oh, I can get in there and use it. Okay. I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Wait, no. Hey. Why does it seem like every time I come up here I end up embarrassing myself? Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of the Blue Corp phoned? Right, sure. Mr. White. Where have I heard that name? Yep, that was his name. Could it be a coincidence? No. Okay. There's a screwdriver. Now's a chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap! Yeah. What could a woman like that be doing? Definitely something suspicious about Miss May. Alright, I'll be using this bit for evidence tomorrow. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there. Time to scram. In court! I'll see you in court. To be continued. Save progress. Okay, we'll save over that. Okay, we're on to the trial now. September 7th, 10 a.m. Courtroom number 1. Edgeworth, my friend, how are you doing? Oh, Mr. Judge, how are you doing? Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. Prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. What evidence? We have a witness who saw her do it. Prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Our first witness, Your Honor, calls the chief officer of the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Of course, Detective Gumshoe. The idiot. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. I'll use the floor map of the office to explain. Body was found by the window here. Cause of death, loss of blood due to struck by a blunt object. Murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. Heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in girls' hands. Court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Okay, so floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Mayfair, right? Who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court what this hard evidence was. The note. Okay. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I arrested Miss Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. Witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin to cross-examine. Yes, Your Honor. I couldn't see a single contradiction. Smack! Hey, Maya, just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works a lot of times. Hee, I should have expected Maya would know all these tricks. Alright, let's give it this try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. So, as soon as I got the phone call, we'll press him on that. Who did you say you got the call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. It was a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Please continue. There were two people there already. Okay. Press on that too. How long will you say it took between you receiving the call and get there? 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto is quick response. That's how we got there before the killer got away. So who are the two people you found at the scene? Okay. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you two stand out like a suspicious people at a crime scene. He does have a point about her, yeah. She's pretty unmistakable. I should pick up my points. Okay, immediately arrested her. We had a witness describing her. Hold on just a second. If I heard you correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. Yep, we all heard you say it. Yep. What was your hard evidence? And what about the suspicious woman in pink claims was hard evidence? Miss May isn't suspicious. Wait, this is where I need to use the wiretap because she was listening in, isn't it? Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of the things mixed up. There was something I should have told you first. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony. Okay, what's the hard evidence? After securing the subject, I examined the crime scene and found a memo written in a piece of paper. Lab results showed the blood was the victim's. There was blood found on the victim's fingers. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Okay. How you like that at my hard evidence? Before we cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot, Your Honor, so... Very well. Okay, time to cross-examine. Okay. Hold it. Get to the good part? Okay. Okay, tell me about the memo. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Who wrote it, then? I don't think saying Miss may would help with anything here. So the killer, yes. You're saying the killer wrote her own name? She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Guess that was a bit of tall order. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths. Okay, Maya. Do you have proof that she wrote it? Of course I do, pal. Okay, so lab results showed the victim's blood. Okay. What kind of tests? Oh, what kind? Well, I hear they take little bits in the blood. The hemoglobins, hobgob, hermagoblin, boblin. I refuse to testify on the matter. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, you've made that quite clear. You may continue. Thank you, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe? Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh, that was a mess. Where was I? Okay, blood on the victim's finger. Which hand? Right hand. She was right-handed. Haha, nice try. Guess it wasn't that hard to see where I was getting at. And, okay, before she died, she wrote the victim. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases with the victim's name being wrote down? It happens a lot of books. Oh my gosh, this isn't a movie, detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't heard of many cases now. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Actually, you got a point, pal. Objection! Witness opinions are irrelevant on the matter. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. Victim told us the name of the killer. Order, order. That's right, what he said. Okay, so I've pressed on everything. What at the autopsy? Other than that, we have the floor plan. Is this actually something? Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I don't want you to clarify for me. She was the accused, the defendant of my affair. That's what you're really saying? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This report from the department, detective. Immediate death due to blow from the... Oh! That's a good point. Immediate death due to a blow from the blunt object. She died immediately. But! No butting your way out of this one, detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately couldn't have had time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder, right? It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? They have a new one, don't they? The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? The second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from the blunt object. But there is a probability the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received the results this morning. You little Edgeworth. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Ah, damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. Ah, the detective's a sham. I'm a sham. You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What's the reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Okay, so died from a blunt force object, may have lived for a few minutes after. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. This isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Please tell me we get extra points, or like charge goes up. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please? Miss April May. At your service. Wink. Why is she acting like a cat? Why the heck? Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton than winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us where you were on the night of September 5th. Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. This hotel is directly across from Faye & Co. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Okay. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, and then I saw a woman in long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman dodged to one side and ran away. Wait, the woman ran away. She died underneath the window. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy vink. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkable solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Mrs. Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Hey, well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed. If only because we have a feeling that Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay, witness's account. It was like 9 o'clock at night. Okay, what time was the death? Ooh, wait. Let's check this. Okay, that was in the day. There was something I thought that said Let's press her on that 9 o'clock at night. Why did you do that? Huh? Like, why that? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Well, gee. She can't get out this question that easily. I sort of, Oh my gosh! Had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press her a little harder on this one. Yes! How far can I run with this? Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at the time of night. Ooh. Mr. Wright, will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needlessly questioning her. I really don't think I should allow it. Yeah, stop him. What? What? No, not poor girl. Order. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl. What a poor me. You looked out the window. What did you see next? I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Okay. Let's press her on that. The one with long hair, that's Mia Fey. Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing. The person attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the cab. How do you know she was the defendant? Well, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question it. Hold on a minute. That stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Oh, you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tells me because I'm clueless. Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes were before noticing her physique. What? That's true. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. That's a good point. Testimony is bogus. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. And so did Detective Gumshoe, exactly. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? The cat eyes. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you that please admit nothing in your testimony. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again? Almost had her. Okay. I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. That clock. That kind of statuey clock. The thinker. They didn't know it was a clock. Well, does that accurate my report startle you? They don't know it's a clock. I see. I only wish you had said the details from the beginning. Please begin your cross-examination. I already know. I already know what I'm going to talk about. Okay. She hit her with a weapon. I saw it. That statuey clock. This one? Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh. You'd like to, that wouldn't you, naughty lawyer? You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much of the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Look at superiority right there. Order. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with... No. Of course, you will withdraw your question. No. Objection. How would she know? The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Only once before. Objection sustained. You may continue your questioning the witness. Whew! That would have lost it for us. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? What happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it's a clock? That's because I heard it. How did you hear that? So you've been to law office of Fay & Co. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. That's not that loud. The law office of them where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. You could easily have heard the clock. No. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. It couldn't have rung, exactly. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. It's missing a clockwork. Exactly. I'm glad I remembered that. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. The clock. Oh, there we go. We got this. Mr. Wright, do you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It's as you can see. The clock was empty. I couldn't have rung it. It couldn't have rang, sorry. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat. Fat. Well, Miss May. Tisk, tisk. What, Edgeworth, what? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing. The clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? Oh. If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there was no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. Clock must have been emptied after... That's exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. The phone call. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves the clockwork was removed. It's definitely a cell phone. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Thank you, Judge. Thank you. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember what he's up for. Evaluation coming up. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for this big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. It's not working? I had to take out the clockwork, sorry. Oh, September 5th, 9:27. It's been out that long. Your Honor, I think that makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time of this recording. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Mwah. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. No. What store was that again? No. I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Nope. Larry made only 2. Does the defense have any objections? Yes, Your Honor. The witness claims she had seen it before. This is directly a contradiction to a piece of evidence already submitting to the court. Please produce this evidence. I'm guessing it's probably the thinker already. Simple. The clock was never at any store ever. What? My friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible! Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Look at superiority right there. Oh, excuse is not for sale today? Oh. Oh, she's going insane. Do you see that star turn? Oh. Her face. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it, die. Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves there. This is the court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how do you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have any opinion on this behavior? This is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. This is a familiar territory. Miss Mary held a very clock in her hands. Mr. Wright, when was this? When she used it to strike the victim! When else? Oh, goody. Order. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? April May, you killed Mia Fey, I say. And when you struck, the head The force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. Tisk tisk. You truly are a work of art, Mr. Phoenix. What's that supposed to mean? It was you that proved the thinker was empty. Oh! The witness has a solid alibi. Miss May, perhaps you would like to explain the poor, misguided Mr. Wright. What you were in the hotel at the time of the murder. She can't prove it. She did it. It would be my pleasure. No way. Yes way, Mr. Lawyer. Didn't the murder take place at 9 at night? That was the exact time I ordered some room service from the hotel bellboy. Incidentally, the bellboy collaborates the witness's story. She was in at the crime scene, rock solid. So what if it wasn't her? You've made a serious accusation against a perfectly innocent woman. Sorry, Your Honor. But if that's the case, then how did she know that the thinker was a clock? Wait, Your Honor, I figured it out. There is one other way she could have known it's a clock, because of the wiretap. One way alone. And I have proof. Well, proof, you say. Then the court will examine your proof. How did the witness know? The wiretap. Take that! I have to look at this. Oh, that! I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain this to the court. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Oh! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness just was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have proof one thing. Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? The cell phone? Can you prove that? I think not. I think I can. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. It was definitely that. I present the defendant's cell phone. We've seen that, yes. Listen once more. Okay. Again, what? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen in on this conversation. That's how you knew the tinker was a clock. Am I wrong? No. Don't you dare object, Edgeworth. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. La. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up. You lawyer. Her face could kill. It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh. So I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? Oh, she's crying. That did it. The court's seen the real April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Why the wiretap? Miss May, why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder? Isn't it trial? Isn't tippy tapping or irrelevant? Saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of the voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation? At the time of the murder, I was in my hotel room getting room service. How could I have killed her? If you don't believe me, just ask the bellboy. Think of something. What if we call the bellboy as a witness? I say we call the bellboy. I'd like to call the bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here. I think you've sunk in quite low already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? April May's alibi is not called into question after the examination, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Mayafay. That is my condition. Better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Okay, I'll accept the condition. Alright, we've got nothing to lose. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool! You fell right into my trap. The court calls the hotel bellboy. Believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yep. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. The tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Okay. I'm the head bellboy at the hotel. I believe I received a call at 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time and delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May, Maya will be finished. Okay, we're going to press him on everything. Okay, let's press him on the... What exactly is it that you do at the hotel? Anything required for me, sir. I check in guests, check out guests, clean rooms, make beds, even deliver room service. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim and proper? You will refrain from asking frivolous questions. Okay, 8 a.m. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and them? Ahem. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Okay. 9 on the dot, you say? I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink it after she finished. Time of the murder. Wait! She was watching TV at the time of the murder. Or, well, she just got done. Precisely 9, then. Precisely. Exactly. And most definitely, sir, 9 o'clock. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent. Oh, bellboy. Teehee. I like iced tea exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9. If the murder happened at 9, she was letting the bellboy in. Why would she be so particular about the time? Okay. You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely sure. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with, an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embarrass? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. That was a moment I shall never forget, sir. Sounds fishy to me. I think our Miss May be up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Come on! Finally, you understood. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you would end this rather tedious cross-examination. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't... Protest! There has to be something. Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question, let me ask. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. This is really it. My last chance. What do I ask him? I feel like it has to be the room service. Or if she checked in with someone else. Bed making seems suspicious too, though. Can I? No, I can't save right now. Oh, I can save. Okay, let's save right here. Okay. So, I feel suspicious about the bed making. Bed making. Tell me about making beds that day. Was wondering what you were going to ask, but bed making? The witness will answer the question. It was quite like any other day. I changed the sheets, the pillowcase, and then proceeded to make the bed. I had to bring pillows for 2, of course, but they're quite light, you see. I see, thank you. Pillows for 2, exactly, yes. Bellboy, what did you just say? Yes, pillows are light, sir. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in the room? Yeah! I knew something was suspicious about that. Something else was staying in her room. I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite, indeed. I was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. Edgeworth! You fool. You fool! You absolute buffoon. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked in a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved and may have been the murderer. In light of the new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And Mr. Wright? Who is the other person? Simple. It was... Miss April May! Let's do a save. And who was this? Miss April May. No, other than Miss April May. Yeah? Have you heard nothing that transpired so far? She has an alibi. She was in the hotel at the time of the murder. Mr. Wright. Sorry, Your Honor. Give me one more chance. Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oof. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Oof! Yeah, Edgeworth. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense agreement. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Gasp. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today, for the trial of my FA. Court is adjourned. Oh! September 7th, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you're amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Aww. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Don't you dare say he's cool. Come on. Huh? That face of his. With his wide eye and trembling lips. I sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Not quite. I don't think so yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead to today's trial. The man with Miss May. He's the key. I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? Heard they arrested her, and guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. This case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Ask for a full record of April May's testimony. It might come handy during the trial tomorrow. But now I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that has been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack and ran to the right. Yep. I don't know how much good this will be to me at all. The time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center. It's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Oh, that was long. That was long. Oh. Okay, let's save. Okay, we will continue on with that. I guess that's still the same episode, I guess. This is a long one, which I guess the chief of our main character's like law office just died, so I guess it would be a little bit longer. But that was actually kind of hard, especially with Gumshoe there, trying to figure out like press him and everything like that. That was hard. But yeah, we will continue on next time. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. So, bye!